This is Wynton Marsalis, one of the most recognizable artists of the late 20th century, a major life force in American jazz. And on Monday night, jazz in America moved into a new home.
My goal for this new home, and our goal, Jazz at Lincoln Center's goal, and the goal of jazz music, is to raise the consciousness of our nation and ultimately to bring people together.
Wynton Marsalis is the driving force behind Jazz at Lincoln Center here in New York City, music capital of the world.
Welcome to the House of Swing.
The House of Swing and Blues and Dixieland and the other forms of jazz, which is, more than any other form, America's contribution to the world of music. It's a $128 million concert theater they have with 3 different venues, 2 music theaters, and a nightclub dedicated solely to jazz.
There's never been halls like the ones we've designed here. These are halls in which the acoustic principles are designed specifically for jazz to accommodate the high pitch of the cymbal ringing with the bass.
It is something of a risk, this new, expensive home. Jazz is struggling in a commercial sense. It is more widely popular in Europe than here, where it was born. Jazz grew out of the black experience in the South, and even as it spread to places like Chicago and Kansas City and New York, it was often played and appreciated in humbler, more intimate settings. The new home for Jazz at Lincoln Center is not humble at all. Surrounded by a 5-star hotel and a midtown shopping mall, Marsalis thinks this may be an advantage.
We all congregate here because of the energy of the city and the diversity of the people. It's the perfect place for jazz music.
Wynton Marsalis is now the biggest star in the world of jazz, sought after by everyone everywhere. He grew up in New Orleans, where jazz was born.
The greatest influence on me growing up was my father. He's a jazz musician.
Wynton joined the great Art Blakey's band, Jazz Messengers, when he was still a teenager. In 1983, he was the first recording artist ever to win the Grammy for jazz and classical in the same year. In 1997, he won the Pulitzer Prize for music. He and his orchestra, Jazz at Lincoln Center, have played and preached the gospel of this great music all over the world. He is a great and committed educator.
Jazz, above all else, is a music of communication, of listening and of speaking, because both are required for communication. You have to be a master listener and a master speaker.
Marsalis turned 43 on Monday. He lives with his 3 sons, not far from work. He never seems to stop.
This is a time for us to become a part of the best of what America actually is and deal with the ascendance of our culture through the spirit of jazz.